Thank you for tuning in to Discover Long Island Live, Episode 1. Welcome to the mansion at Glen Cove. My name is Helen Whitehead, and I am the Assistant Director of Business Development here at the mansion. Since this pandemic began, our owners were looking for a way to contribute and to give back to the community. 2 weeks ago, we began preparing hot meals and delivering them to the local medical offices and hospitals, including Northwell Health at Glen Cove right down the road. The staff members and the organizers have been incredibly grateful, as we are incredibly grateful for them and their tireless efforts during this pandemic. If you'd like to get involved, we would love to have you. You can reach out to us at kitchens@glencovemansion.com, or you can call the hotel directly. Now, since that time, our chef, Rodrigo Bernal, also thought it would be great to put together a cooking demonstration that would include a meal that the entire family could get involved in. So this way, yet again, another one of those bonding moments for the stay-at-home families who are practicing social distancing. So on today's menu, we have mansion tacos, and I'd like to introduce you to our chef, but first I have to put my mask on before we enter the kitchen. Come this way. After you. And without further ado, I introduce to you Bernal, who will be teaching you mansion tacos.
Hello everybody. Just waiting so they can fix my phone up here, and I think I'm ready to go. So now I can work a little more comfortable, and now you can hear me a little bit better. So as you know, we're going to try to play today with tacos. We are at the Glen Cove Mansion, and if you can see over here all the prep that I have for tacos, it's really nice, but it doesn't mean that you have to have everything, all these, in order to make any good tacos. You can make tacos with anything that you have at home. You can make tacos with whatever leftover you have at home, with every vegetable you have at home. Over the summer, over the spring, when those vegetables are very nice, it's great to make vegetable tacos. Okay, so let's see what we can do today. The first thing that I want to do is I want to try to marinate first the meats a little bit before we start to doing it. What we're going to do? We're going to do beef, we're going to do chicken, and we're going to do also salmon. So we have the meat ready to go, and we have over here a nice flank steak. I have salmon that we can do, and we have a little piece of chicken that we can do. So all these items are ready to go. Let me see if I can bring that down the camera a little bit. That's better. Good. So now I have the salmon over here. I do have my beef up here, and of course I have my chicken over here that I put a little bit on the side. All right. So now, what is taco? Taco really, when taco came into America, how is the story of taco? All that, we're gonna go slow with that before I'm gonna put all the spices together. So now, the spices that I love to use for the taco, you have cumin. I love cumin. So we're gonna do just for the beef for now. I love also oregano in there. We have a little bit of paprika. We have also a little bit of chili pepper. And then we have coriander. Okay, some of my favorites really are the coriander and the cumin. Of course, the chili pepper, I love chili pepper also. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, and then we're just going to mix everything. Mix all the spices, and you see these spices in the supermarket. You don't have to have these; they already coming in. And I had this morning. I got some samples. You have the taco spice that coming with different brands. They have another spice that they call it chili spice, which is pretty good. They have another brand that is also very nice that they call it sazon. All those spices pretty much are great to make tacos, which are pretty much the same ingredients, I love to make my own spices, so like that the meat comes out really nice. So when I have these, I love to put a little bit of oil in here, just to get it ready to the beef, make sure that the beef is really there. So this is what I'm doing. I just clear it that little mix in here. It's like a kind of dry, semi-dry mix. And I'm gonna put it over the meat, and I'm just gonna rubber that spice over the meat. Just rub it, rubber nice. Let me see if maybe you can see it better up here how I'm doing it. So it's great. So we're rubbing it, flip it over to the other side. I'm still doing the same thing. Okay, this is a lot of beef, you know, you can do this is beef for around 10 people, all depends, you know. The fun thing to do in family, because this is the idea right now with all these crazy days that happen and everything that is in the, you know, people love to cook at home. The kitchen is one of the first places that the people always are going to eat. So my beef is ready. So this is something that everybody can work in the kitchen. Small kids can help, the medium size adults, they can help, and the adults and the real adults, they can also help and they can be entertained with that. So now we're going to do the fish. So for the fish, pretty much it's the same spices. So we have, again, so like that we don't forget, I'm going to do the cumin, which is the most stronger spice. I do the oregano in here. I don't do oregano, sorry, I do coriander. I do paprika, and I do the chili pepper. The only thing that I don't do in the fish that I don't like much is the oregano. But pretty much, you know, you have your spices. Now, the difference between these spices and the other spices is this spice I'm not going to add any oil or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it dry to put it in my fish. Alright? So we have our spices. Let's take a couple pieces of fish and we just put it, rub it, exactly the same thing. Now, sometimes the salmon, most of the time the salmon get this, as you can see it over here, maybe I can see it a little close, that's close to the skin. So that gives a little bit too heavy flavor to the salmon. So most of the time I just take it off, so it makes the salmon more easy to eat, and you know, like the kids don't say, oh, it's fishy. It's not that it's fishy, it's just all that part of the skin that is in there, it gives that flavor, that heavy flavor of fish. So I'm just fixing up that fish easier. It's a nice thing, every time that you do it, you prepare fish, especially salmon, some of the heavy fish, sometimes the black line in the tuna, also the black line in the tuna happens the same. So I just put the spices all over my salmon, and I kind of gonna leave it marinate a little bit like that with those spices. I put it all over the salmon. Probably you can see it. I think the camera came out in a perfect spot today. I've been doing this, we've been working, doing a lot of food for all the hospitals, especially for the hospital in Glen Cove. We just are so proud of the people that are working over there and help us with all these craziness that's going on around the world. We just trying to do something for them, so you know, bring a little bit of a smile when we have a little bit of food for them. Now, we're gonna do the chicken. For the chicken, is pretty much the same. Chicken is a little more serious, you know. We're gonna put these two away a little bit up here, so they marinate. Little dry, doesn't take too long. We're gonna put the mix on. With the chicken, we have to be careful with the chicken. Chicken is something that we don't want it to contaminate, and it's very, very dangerous to make contamination with the chicken. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to just try to slice my chicken in the same plate that I have it, and I'm going to break it in half. So as you can see it, I just cutting the chicken in half. This is a big, large breast of chicken. And then I'll keep it in the same place, so I try not to touch anything else with that. My knife gotta be rinsed now because it was slicing the chicken, especially when it's a chicken roll, so we have to do that all the time. Now, I don't want to put the chicken in the bowl, so like that I don't have to wash the bowl right now. So now I have the same thing. We're gonna do the cumin. For this one, I'll do everything: coriander, oregano, paprika, and hot pepper. I'm gonna mix in everything. And just like we did with the raw meat, you know, that we did it with the regular beef, that we had our Tavern steak. What I'm doing over here is I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here and mix it up well. remember, please, the most indispensable when you're working with chicken is put it away from everything else, because you can contaminate everything and with the chicken and somebody can get really, really sick. So it's not good, especially when it's raw chicken. So I marinate my chicken heavily, like this. Give it a little bit over, flip it over, take it, do the same thing, both sides. Okay. Something I didn't add in here was salt, so I'm going to put a little bit of salt. Very good. I'm going to add a little salt. Both sides salt. Remember, salt is flavor, something that we cannot forget. And we're going to leave it marinate on the side also. Very good. My clothes got to be changed now since I was touching chicken, and now we have to rinse our hands every time we change the clothes. It's the most convenient for everything. All right, very good. So now, we're saying about the taco. What is the taco? What is in the taco? Where the taco was born? They believe that the taco was born in the 1800s. It was miners in Mexico, and definitely the taco comes from Mexico. It's not another region that comes from. It's completely knowing that taco really was born in Mexico, so this has no controversies at all. So now, it's believed that miners used to work in a silver mine in some parts of Mexico, and they're using something that we know in America as a dynamite. Okay, so when you call the dynamite, what it is explosive wrapped in paper. So that's pretty much where everything came out, the taco. So the miners, they were two people pretty much working in the mines, and what they did is that they call it in Spanish taco dinamita, which is taco is the shape of the dynamite, how it was done. So the miners came out with the idea of the name for taco like that. Who made the tacos in those days? Only the ladies. The ladies pretty much used to work at home, and they used to come and the workers at home, and they did all the tacos for their husbands and for their families. All right, so we're going to do something that is very important now. We're going to do salsa. Okay, salsa is different types of salsa. We have pico de gallo, or pico de gallo that we call it. Also, we have the tomato salsa, the regular tomato salsa. I started to work it out over here. But also I'm going to put my beef, that is the one that is going to take longer, and the chicken I'm going to put it in my plate. Okay, what is the nice thing to do? The nice thing to do is to have a flat top, a small flat little top that is like an iron one. They are very cheap, but you can do it in a regular pan also. You don't have to be so specific with that. I love to do it in the black little griddle just because kind of use a little more of flavor. So I have my griddle already kind of hard warm. You call it like that, and I'm just going to give a little bit more of fire. I just don't want it to make too much smoke, and I'm just going to put my beef in here. I'm putting my beef in here, and we're going to start to cook it like that. Salmon is not going to take too long. Salmon we're going to try to do it quick, so it's going to be easier. All right. So now, in the meantime, the beef is cooking. We're going to do the salsa. What I have for salsa, I just have regular tomatoes. Regular tomatoes that we're going to chop. And then I was saying about the taco. So, but the taco came into the United States in the 1900s. Really, it came into Los Angeles and in California. Just because all the people, all the workers started coming in here, and they, the poor families and the middle class families were the only ones who really were using taco. And even nowadays, you can see that taco is getting popular just for the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years. That gets more popular, and the people from all kinds of social ranks, they do consume taco. Taco is something easy to eat, it's nice to eat, and the people really love it over the summer. And in any weather, any weather is really good. Also, it's different specialties of tacos. It's different tacos that people create, and they have already a name for it. And people already identified, some of the businesses with tacos. It's one in Philadelphia now that is very popular, and it's made with they make it with lamb, and it's very nice. It's very different. It's also from an immigrant person that came in. So And they started to do it at home, and then from home they went to a small place, and from the small place they just grow the business big. But taco is something that anybody can do at home. It's so easy, it's so nice, it's something that you can share in family. I know that I have to rush it because I only have 20 more minutes to finish this, but in 20 minutes we'll have it as soon as we have everything pretty much set up for this. Okay, so we're working right now with the salsa. The salsa is the most important, one of the most important things in the taco. You know, everybody has their own salsa. You can do salsa whatever way you prefer to do it. So I make just chopped the tomatoes in here. And now we're gonna go with the vegetables that we're using for salsa. For salsa, I love to use white onions, but also I love to use red onions. I love to use scallion. It all depends, you know, what kind of flavor you want to infuse in your taco. So this time we're going to do this salsa. We're going to do it just with onions, red onions, and white onions. Just cut it a little bit big, not too small. So, you know, we have the flavors in there also for the onions. And we can add it to this. Now, the most indispensable herb that you use in doing tacos is, of course, cilantro. So, cilantro is extremely popular in the Latin countries. You know, South America is very popular, Central America is very popular. I love the smell. A lot of people don't like cilantro. You not necessarily have to put cilantro, but when you get used to it, to cilantro, and you can put it in your salsa, it's absolutely amazing to eat it, and you'll see how different it comes out. I have some customers that I know that they hate cilantro, and during the year, you know, I can put a little bit until now they are no problem to put cilantro in their food. Cilantro happens to be after basil, probably my herb that I like the most. I would love to use it in everything. That's what happened with this. So I added the cilantro in here. Now, what we have in here? We have in here that the other essentials for the tacos is the lime. You know, the lime is something that it really goes with all the salsas. So we can put it over here, a little bit of lime. We're going to put a little bit of salt. And I'm going to use one of these packages that I have just to use it. This have a little bit of color also. It's a little bit more extra color for that one, the one that I bought it. And I just want to mix it up. Just look how, when you start to mix that tomato with those onions and that cilantro, look at the color, just how nice it looks. You know, I put a little bit of too much red probably from the spices from the taco, but look at how nice it really does look. Anyway, we're going to put some onions in here, some red onions. The red onion gives also a very, very, very nice flavor to the salsa. When I make pico de gallo, which is exactly the same style of salsa, the only thing that I added in there is I add vinegar, lemon juice, sometimes a little bit of squeeze, a little bit of orange juice, and make it very, very spicy. Now, this salsa can be also added in something very nice. If you like home, if you are home right now, all the young people love to eat spicy food. You know, but some of them, they don't like it. But I love to add there my jalapeno. Jalapeno is the other one that is very, very, very much essential for when you make tacos. Let's check it out the beef, how the beef does. Flip it over. We don't have to full cook it. I'm going to show you. Okay, so now, with the jalapeno, you don't want it to be too spicy. You can just take out the seeds. And when you take out the seeds, you know, it becomes a little bit more mild. If you like it spicy, then you leave the seeds, and then it's a little bit more spicy. It all depends what you like. So now I'm going to chop in this little salsa that I'm making a little bit of the jalapeno. That gives a very, very nice flavor. Mexico has incredible peppers also that they use it for a lot of the tacos. But all the regions in the world have amazing peppers, you know. Also, sometimes I think that when it's too spicy, you really can't get the flavor of the food. So it's better just to have it, you know, a little bit low and be able to get all the flavors of the food, and all the peppers too. Some of the peppers you can They be very spicy, you taste the food, and then later on is when you realize how spicy it was after you eat it. But it's all, that's all the fun in the kitchen. Now, with this salsa that I make just like that, I love over here also to add a little bit of vinegar. I just put a little bit of vinegar in here, and that's it. Okay, so you see my salsa is pretty much ready. I'm going to put just a little drop of vinegar. I can use a maple vinegar or I can use a white vinegar, which is pretty nice too. And just put it in. All right, so I have my first salsa done. Now, guacamole. Guacamole is the second thing that is very much popular with the taco. But now, when you have this salsa and you have this type of salsa that you buy in the supermarket, you know, the difference is big. You know, you see the difference between fresh and between something that is not fresh. Not that this salsa is bad, this salsa is pretty good, but it's quite different in everything. Flavors, freshness, and everything like that. Okay, so guacamole. Guacamole is very popular in New York and in the United States. California very popular, Chicago is very popular, South, Miami, everybody loves guacamole. But guacamole really, the king is the avocado. The difficult part with the guacamole to work with is that you gotta find the right avocado. Not all the time when you buy the avocados, it's easy to buy it or it's easy to find the right avocado, the avocado that is ready to eat. And most of the stores, they sell it, you know, a little bit green, so a little bit hard. When I touch it, pretty much, you know, you can detect how the avocado is. You know, this is the real way to cut the avocado. After you do that, be careful with it with your knife, and you just flip, you know, you just move over a little bit the thing, and you just throw out the thing. Now, when you make a guacamole, you gotta be careful with this. You know, it's like I do is in my hand, in the same skin, I cut very slow, very quick, and be careful. I just slide the avocado inside. So I use the skin like my little ball, or like my, it's a very dangerous thing. Don't let the kids to do it. Or if you prefer, I'm going to show you the other technique to do it that is also easy to do. But this is a quicker way. This is pretty much how the ladies do. In Mexico, this is pretty much how most of the people that they do it in front of you in the restaurant, they do. So now, we have over here the avocado. So what happens with this avocado? When this avocado is like that, and you just take it out from the skin, you see that it's already chopped. Completely chopped. It's almost puree. See? It's almost puree. Look at that. It's almost puree. So it's easy like that. A different thing when you're doing it, when you just take it out from the skin and you just chop. Which also, you know, is better to do it at home like that, because your knife goes a little bit too close to the skin, you know, you can get really hurt. That's not the purpose of having fun and fun. Okay? So now, with the avocado like that, I just might do the same, except that I'm doing it with the table. Okay, what ingredients are you using in here? You're using also cumin. I have to get a little bit more because I don't have it now. So what is one of the secrets in order to keep you avocado for a long time and the guacamole not green is keep the heat on it in the sauce until before you're going to be serving. When you do that, then look at how long it took me to do it like this when in the other side I did it in just a minute. Okay, so my avocado is ready. In the guacamole, I'm just going to do some scallions. So we're doing the scallions for this. I can do also red pepper, red onions. Add up a little bit. Alright. Now we do the scallions. So for the scallions we're using everything. We're using the white part and the green part. A lot of people don't like to use the white part. I don't never understand why. They don't think that it's part of the scallion. But I love it. I think is nice, flavorful. Remember, the scallion gotta be washed. Even I watch it before I'm gonna use it, I watch it again. Because it's something that just coming raw or it's open item and you're just gonna eat it raw, so you gotta be extremely careful with the scallion. The same happens with cilantro. You know, cilantro, you always gotta be careful to all the herbs in general, you gotta be clean. And now you put it in here. There. I'm gonna use a little bit of red onion if I want to put it in my guacamole. I'm kind of showing you the different ways that you can do when you don't buy the guacamole. Like I said, you can buy it in the store, they sell it frozen. It's not bad, you know, the quality is not bad, but it's not the same. Flavors are never going to be the same. Nothing like when you're doing it from scratch and fresh, you know. I always believe in everything that you do from scratch is really, really nice. So let's keep doing it. So I was talking about when the taco came into Los Angeles, they call it, you know, taco, and the taco that it was the most popular was the miner's taco. The miner's taco pretty much was anything that you have at home that you're doing it at a very spicy. So they start to sell it in the streets, you know, like a fast food, and you know, it's that very strong to the point that now we have it in every single place, like I said before, every single restaurant pretty much. They want to have a little touch of Southern food or Central American food or Mexican food, you know, you have that. All right. So I have this, indispensable. We're going to use the lemon. And that's it. All right. So pretty much this is going to be our taco. Now we're going to go with the meats because we don't have much time. You know, time will go so quick. So we're going to put right now our meats. The beef is ready. I'm going to show you why I say that it's ready. I'm going to put the salmon in here in one corner so it gets quick. And I'm going to put the 3 pieces of chicken in the other corner over here so it's quick. Now, different wraps for different tacos you have. You have the regular flour tortilla, which is very nice. The beef is going to be holding down a little bit. Okay, you have the flour tortilla, which is always very, very nice, you know. You can even, you know, in the same, when you're doing the meat, you can just heat it up, warm it up, and will be okay. Now, you have the other tortilla that is the corn tortilla. The corn tortilla is one of the favorites for a lot of people. I love corn too. So you have the corn tortilla that you kind of warm it up and you do exactly the same. And the tacos that come in already fried just to do the taco. Remember, you can do tacos with anything. Like I said before, I had also some chicken that it was left over, so I use the chicken. I can have the chorizo. So what are we doing with the taco now? We have all the essentials right now, the salsa, the guacamole. So with the beef, what I'm going to do with the beef is rare, medium rare. It smells delicious, absolutely delicious smell. So, like this. So cut it out piece over. So the beef is rare, so what I do, I just cut it a little bit longer. If you love to eat beef like that, so you make it ready. Otherwise, I can put it on the side of the chicken over here. It's getting cooked and it smells delicious. And I can put it up here, my beef, and that will be nice. I can do some onions too, if I wanted to. Put it in the grill. So everything is about how much I grill and how much I cook. Alright, so the essentials, like I say, they are already covered. So we have the tortillas, we have the tacos, we have everything else. We're going to do the salmon, we're going to flip it over. The salmon is very quick. Also, doesn't matter that it gets a little bit destroyed, it's okay. Because anyway, we're going to chop it up and we're going to do that. One, you can add a little bit of spray, so that's the stick too much to the pan. Just for the salmon. The other stuff works very well. My chicken is almost done too. It was a thin piece. The beef is ready. So now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do is we're gonna have little cups with what we're gonna do our tacos. So we have already the beef. We already have the salsas. We have the fresh guacamole. Now we have, I did the chorizo before, I did the chicken before because they was left over, so I can cut it. I can take my chicken, I cut it small. Look, it was a little bit of chicken that was ready. I cut it. See, that was a leftover. I just warmed it up, and that was it. So let's put it here. So I have my chicken that is already cooking here. That will be another topping, and then we're gonna do some chorizo. That can be another topping. And the idea is to get as many toppings as we can. Now, other things that are very essential, and not essential, but that the people really knows about it is sour cream. Sour cream and cheese. So we have different cheeses. We have cheddar cheese. We have Monterey Jack cheese also that is very good. And I mix it, I use it with I mix it out with the cheddar cheese, so it makes it really, really nice and flavorful. Alright, I keep emptying all my containers so I can keep putting all the toppings that I need. Alright. Okay, very good. So I already have few containers. You have guacamole, you have salsa. I'm going to move this a little bit so you'll be able to see it more because it's not possible in there. So I move my board and then you can see all my containers already. Okay, so I have the different toppings that I have so far. I have all how we're going to garnish everything. My other salsa, my other guacamole. And let's see what else we're going to put it in. So we're going to put some onions because the onions are also really nice with that. So we're going to put some onions in here. In our tacos. And we can use, if we love vegetables, we can do peppers in there. We can do zucchini. We can do anything that we wanted to add in that taco as much as we love it. We can put it in here. Okay? We're going to flip over the board. So I can work in over here with the salmon. And the chicken. The chicken I can do the same like I did with the beef. It's going to be a little bit rare. So we just cut it in. Then put it back into the grill. All the flavors are there, so that's what we wanted, so it's really nice. I'm going to try to send it with the fish since we are closing time in. Put it in here. Time goes so quick. I do have just a few minutes only, so I want to just show the taco exactly how it is. Build the taco is the most fun thing in the family. You can put the whole thing in the middle of the table and let everybody else take care of themselves. So, we're going to do chicken is ready. Now, because the chicken is ready, we can take the corn tortilla and we can just warm it up in there. As soon as we warm it up the tortillas, let's start to build that our first time. What do I like? What do they like? And everything that we need. If you find one ripe avocado, then we can put some sliced avocado there, but we have plenty of salsa there, so we can do it just like this. So what are we doing with the plate? We put in one tortilla over here. We put the other tortilla in here. These are the corn ones. And we can just put it like this, and then we just serve whatever we want. So when we serve it, I'm going to do this one, and this one is one of my favorites, but at the same time, I want to have the big one. So I can put the big one on the other side. And then I can go with all my toppings. What toppings I want? I want my fresh avocado and guacamole in here. I want my fresh salsa. And then I want a little bit of sour cream. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. And then I can put a little bit of cilantro still, you know. I love onions. I can just put just a little bit of onions in the beef. So we have the first taco of today, which was the beef and chicken taco. It's a very great way to go dinner and to finish the dinner. Let's do another one with the flour tortilla. We have time to do it. We have time to do it with the salmon. I would love to do it. So the salmon, you can do a lot of different toppings with salmon. You know, you can do cabbage, you know, which I have in here. A little bit of cabbage. If you wanted to do that, just put it in here. Cut it as thin as you want it, or whatever way you want it. A little cabbage. Here, a little bit of sour cream in there. With a little bit of vinegar in there. With a little bit of lime in there. A little bit of salt. We can mix it up. And I'm going to show you the most crazy taco you ever seen. Okay, so this is the one. This is the one we eat. You gotta be careful with the tortillas. They came out nice. Put this here. We're going to do the same. Flip over a little bit of tortilla so we have a little bit of room. And then we're going to take the salmon. We're going to put the salsa first. Salsa that we just create with the cabbage in one side, and I'm going to put the other salsa in the other side, and then we're going to see which one is better, which one we like better. I love the one with the white sour cream. It's nice. We're going to use the salmon pieces, put it right on top. Salmon pieces, put it right on top. That is Don Taco. Now let's use the regular guacamole, the one they're selling in the stores. Then I use a little bit of extra sour cream. Extra sour cream. And I love cilantro, but I don't do. I gotta put a little cilantro there. And I think they're going to have a very good dinner today. So we have the salmon taco. Like I say, with the chorizo you can make it, with the chicken you can mix up everything and just make a whole big taco. Let's make one just in this way. With the chicken, we did already one with the chicken. Let's do one with the chorizo. I'm using my hands over here. Then I use a little bit of onions in there. Then I can put a little bit of cheese in here. Then I'm going to put my favorite guacamole. Then a little bit of salsa. Then a little bit of whipped cream. And tell me if that doesn't look really, really nice. A nice taco. I think that's it for now. And I'm going to see you next time with another one wonderful we're doing. If you go into Chef's Corner in our website, you're going to see different recipes that we try to do every Tuesday and Thursday with recipes for the family at home. Thank you very much. Chef Rodrigo, Glen Cove.
Thank you, Chef. I can't wait to try them. But let's step out of the kitchen just so we're not in the work area. Our kitchen is open and running. If you have not yet prepared your Easter meal, we'd love to take care of it for you. We know you've been pressed to prepare your brunch and deliver it to you. We'd be happy to. You can check it out on our website. Our regular menu is also available all the time, and we'd like to offer you a 15% discount off of that menu as well, and we can deliver that too. Thank you for tuning in to Discover Long Island Live, and we hope to welcome you back, and we look forward to welcoming you back soon here at the mansion. Stay safe and stay healthy.